Hey everybody, welcome. I promised everybody I would make anything that I did tonight really quick and painless. So I'm gonna do a real quick update on Tron. So I had previously said that I wasn't going to buy any Tron unless it went down close to 500 satoshis, which is where it's actually hovering over right now. I'm not touching it right now, and I don't suggest that if you're out that you consider buying any at the present time. So what I want to point out here is I'm on the day chart, so this is over the last 2.5 or so weeks that we're looking at here, starting on about the 19th of March when things actually finally started to really pick up for Tron after we saw this hanging man that's here. So it's a little body closer to the top of the candle with a really long shadow on the bottom. And that's generally a good sign that things are going to reverse, and it has, right? So if you were able to purchase down here, and my average buy-in was somewhere around 320, 330 on this particular run, and I took out all of my profits about 575. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Of course, I would have loved to have sold it around 690, where it eventually ended up. But nonetheless, I'm happy with what I was able to make. But now, if you are currently holding Tron, there's a couple things that you need to know. So historically, if we're looking at these 2 days where we had serious volume, the candle was really cut off right around here at 580. It happened at this candle right here, and it happened on this candle right here. And of course, we did see some swings where it went higher. We do see that this is, where it topped out, but this is where the body ended. So what we're basically saying is at that point, we're seeing a point of major resistance at that level. It's going to take a lot of volume to pass through that level at this point. But currently where we're at, we're sitting between the 50 and the 61.8% fib retracement. And we're also, again, on the day chart, we're looking at some moving averages that are based on the yellow is the 25-day, and the red is the 50 and the 100-day moving averages. We're sitting in between. We're sitting in between the 25 and the 50, and you can see that there was some rejection right here at this moving average on the 50-day moving average at about 480. That was earlier today when Bitcoin did its thing, but you can see we've been going down ever since. There's going to be some bouncing around. If it does happen to close under this moving average line, we're getting close to that 50% fib retracement. It's possible that we can go down here to where 441 is. And if you're holding Tron, then that's probably a pretty depressing sign. But we're kind of looking at the previous downtrend. You can see that we did have some resistance on this particular moving average. This again on the 50-day moving average. And then we had major support at the 38.2% fib retracement. And that happened day after day. It didn't happen on this day, but it happened the following 2 days. And eventually it got enough support that it was able to skyrocket. And it has been on a slow downtrend ever since. I'm not exactly going to be drawing any chart patterns on here, but just wanted to basically point out these moving averages to you along with the fib retracement lines. We're looking at 481 possibly being a floor for the time being. If it does happen to close below that, it's very possible that we can head back down here to the 450 range again. Also, I want to point out the momentum oscillator. It's currently on a downtrend. So this is an indicator that we're going to continue moving down, maybe sideways, but we're looking for the change in color, change in direction on the oscillator before the price is going to continue to go back up. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your trading. So that's what I've got on Tron, and I'll be moving on to do a couple more videos on Cardano. I'm going to do one on Verge, even though I hate Verge. I'm going to go ahead and do one on Verge for everybody, and I'll be doing one on Nano and EOS. But feel free to leave some comments if there's any other coins that you'd like me for me to take a look at this evening. So have a good night, and I will catch you all later.